Hello guys, in this video we are going to learn about the validate function in the serializer. So suppose in this user serializer, whenever we want to, in this student serializer, whenever we want to save any student, we want to validate that age must be greater than 18 and the name should not contain any digits. So how can we do that? So in this case, we need to have this validate function. Okay. So validate. Now let's have if self dot age is less than 18, then we need to raise exception. So exception should be of type serializers dot valid validation error. Age cannot be less than 18. Here instead of attributes, let's have our data. So data of age. If it is less than 18, then we are going to throw the error. Now, if the name contains any numeric digit, then we need to throw the error. So we can have basically we need to loop. We need to use a loop to iterate over every character in the name and see if it is a digit or not. So if let's have a loop uh, ch dot h digit for ch in data of name. If any, we need to use if any is true, then we need to throw error. So any here we go. We can copy this line and here we are going to paste it. So name should not contain digits. And these are the validation. At the end we can return the data. Okay. So whenever we want to validate the student, if the age is less than 18 or if the name contains digit, then we are going to throw the errors. So let's do python manage.py run server. Run server. Let's head over to create a student. So suppose if we want to pass name Shiv 123, age 112, and father's name Krishna. Okay. So let's do a post request. So we are getting this error, age cannot be less than 18. So let us pass it again, name Shiv, age 20. So for age it is working. We will check for name now. So for let me copy this. Now let's do a post request. Okay, is digit is not there. Okay, okay. So basically, we need to use is digit like this way. Now if we go back and let's change 123, shift 123. Let's post it. You can see name should not contain digit. Now now in this request we are going to pass proper name without any digit, and a is 20, which is greater than 18. So post. Now there is no error. Our data is saved now. So this is working fine. Now let's learn about the class based views. So basically what we are going to do, we need to basically in our views this get students, create student, update student, and delete student. We need to combine all this into one class. So how can we do that? So one way is to basically use a model view set. So line number 15 I have done this way. This is one way, but there is another way which we can follow. So let's Django Rest Framework class based views. Let's head over here. So in this format we can have this get, post, delete. So we can copy this whole code. So we are basically rewriting our API using class based views. Okay. Get, put detail, and here we have snippet list. Okay. Okay, cool. So copy this code, go to views.py and paste it here. API view we have already imported. Response already done. Status okay. Cool. So instead of snippet list, we will have a student list. List all students or create a new student. So instead of snippets, let's have students. Okay. Now student.objects.all student serializer. So this is our get request. Basically, we are fetching all the students using a student serializer with man is equals to 2, and response is serializer.data. So this is how we are going to have this get API. Now in the post, we can have copy student serializer Okay, cool. So this is our student list. Now let's have student detail. So student is basically here, 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 and then we have here as well student serializer. Then we have student here. Then we have student serializer here. Student will be here, 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 and here. So in this student detail, we are basically get object according to the primary key. We are getting student according to the ID, right? We are updating. This is a put request, and this is a delete request. So this is a class-based view of students using API view. Earlier we had created a using view set, model view set. We can comment it out, or let's not comment it out. Instead of, let's go to urls.py. So student class-based view. We need to copy these two. So here students API view, using API view we are using, right? So here we have student list. Here we have student detail.s view. Now we can run our server. I think it is already running. Let's, so the URL is students API view. Let's head over here. So you can see that it is working very fine, perfectly fine. So here we can get the list of all the students, and we can also create a new student here. So let me create a new student, name as Rohit, father's name Virat, and age 40. Let's post this request. So this is created. If we head over to students API view again, we will get this Rohit and Virat here. Similarly, we can also update by passing the primary key. So let's say primary key is 6. So this is Jain and Krish. Here we can update. Okay, and we can also delete from here. So this is working fine. So we have learned about the class based view. So basically we have created student detail using API view and student list using API view. This is a get all students, this is a create new student, this is get student by ID, this is update student by ID, and this is delete student by ID. So I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe. So in the next tutorial, we are going to implement the authentication using JWT tokens in Django Rest Framework. Thank you.